What's up everybody, I'm Zero Zeus and welcome back to another Boruto video. So this is going to be my Boruto manga chapter 37 review. Please like, subscribe, share, and comment. Thank you for watching, and let's get right into the video because there's so much to talk about. So this actually picks up where we left off, like obviously, in the middle of Naruto's house. You got Jigen, you got Kawaki, you have Sarada on the way, you have Boruto and Mitsuki on the way. I'm pretty sure like Sakura and Ino and people like that, and you don't actually know what's going on with Sasuke. But you know he's like floating around in the ether somewhere, bound to just appear, right? So long story short is they have these nice scenes between like Naruto and Jigen. Naruto, Jigen, and Kawaki, where it's like basically Jigen is like threatening Naruto, and you know he's basically like, oh well, Naruto's not giving up. Naruto's not just gonna let him walk out of his house with Kawaki, and it's like that's totally understandable. But Kawaki cares so much for Naruto, right? He cares so much about him that he'd leave and suffer so he wouldn't get hurt, and that I like that. That was pretty cool. That was one big thing I liked about this chapter. Now, let's move forward. So, like I said before, it's kind of like Jigen was like giving him chances, and especially since Kawaki was like giving up, and he's like, "Oh, I'm gonna be compliant," and he's like, "Oh, well, there's no need for any trouble then, right?" And it's like Naruto's not having it, like I said before. So he basically teleports him to like this other dimension, right? He's telling him like we're somewhere where Konoha doesn't exist, right? And I'm like, man, this fight is about to be so crazy, right? You're thinking that they're about to go at it, but the whole time Jigen is about to leave Naruto in this dimension and just go back, and I don't know what he was gonna do, like take Kawaki, and I don't know, but at this exact moment he was leaving, he was about to teleport away, and Naruto has that little funny look on his face, like. It was really funny. And Sasuke comes out of nowhere and blindsides him, which is like the hypest moment. Like you're just happy to see him. So it's like, okay, it's gonna be Naruto and Sasuke versus Jigen, basically like Momoshiki, right? Which is part of the reason why I have this picture on the screen while I'm talking about it. So they're going back and forth. So I'm like, I'm super hype. I'm like, man, eventually we're gonna get to see some of Jigen's abilities, right? You'll get to see him do something, right? So the only thing is he's just been using those same rods that everybody's been using ever since. Like Pain was using those. It was this thing. I remember when he first came into Naruto's house the last chapter, right? And he shot the rods into Naruto, and it's like he didn't even remember what they were, and it's like, it's no way you do not remember these things impaling your body, like impaling your body, restricting your movements, and stealing your chakra. It's like it's the exact same thing. I don't even understand. Even I think, if I'm not mistaken, I don't know if Kaguya used them too. I think she did, but just not as much as everybody else. But yeah, so they're just going back and forth. And to be totally honest, don't get me wrong, it didn't really seem like he was pressured at first, but as the fight went on and he keeps doing the same thing over and over again, it just kind of seems like, I don't know, I got to thinking to myself, like, is this really Kaguya's partner? Is this all he's capable of? And I know in the future, that's why I'm not going to rag on him too much. I know in the future, eventually they'll give us a reason for why. And long story short is basically they don't actually defeat Jigen, and Jigen doesn't actually defeat them. They kind of, don't get me wrong, no, I'm gonna rephrase that. They do actually kind of send him scurrying about his business, but while he was leaving, he was saying that he had figured out something about Naruto, or about Naruto and Sasuke, something like that. He was mentioning as he was going, he was like, next time you see me, you won't be as lucky. And it's like, yeah, I don't know, my dude, because they didn't really look like they were lucky this time. Like, don't get me wrong, they didn't straight up thrash him, but at the same time, it's like I said before, this is supposed to be like Kaguya's partner, so you would expect for him to be on the same godly level. I mean, doing things like how she would do, defying reality and things as such. right? And it's just like I did not sense that from Jigen, and I really, really, this is gonna be one of the first times where I'm gonna say I was kind of let down by one of the manga chapters. But this chapter, this final fight, this fight between them, it kind of let me down. Like I was expecting more. I didn't think anybody was gonna just up and die or none of that stuff like that. Common sense would tell you that wasn't happening. But yeah, man. That was the manga chapter, just condensed, because there was a couple of things that I could have mentioned too, like they have these moments where you still see Boruto and Mitsuki are still on the way to the house, and you see that the karma seal is like retracting itself and is going away, and they're basically still going to see what's going on with Kawaki. And at the same time, you have Sarada. She's on the way, and I think she actually makes it to the house first, but she just sees him sitting on the ground, and she doesn't know what is going on. So yeah, man, I honestly don't understand like what was going on with Jigen, why he wasn't as amazing as I thought he was gonna be. I mean, to have 2 karma seals, and I mean, it was really crazy because they have these moments, like if you remember when he fought Delta, he was doing this stuff where it was like when she would shoot her laser beams, that's what I'm gonna call them, her laser beams from her eyes, he used his Rasengan, the giant Rasengan, to like kind of like, well, if the giant Rasengan, to kind of like cancel it out a little bit, or at least just have it at bay. And it's kind of like what he was doing with those rods that Jigen was shooting at him. And it's like, the thing is, and this is another thing I forgot to mention, this they mentioned that he has this ability to shrink things, and that's okay, right? But it's not the best thing ever. It's like, I mean, what are you gonna do? Like, you shrink Naruto and put him in your pocket or something? Or like, I'm gonna shrink him and I'm gonna smash him like an ant or something. Like, I don't know. Like I said before, this chapter was not bad. It's just I feel like Jigen himself did not show me what I wanted to see out of him. But anyway, I'm gonna end this right here. This has been my Boruto manga chapter 37. Please like, subscribe, share, and comment. Thank you for watching, and I'll